Anyways, y'all, I want to react to Croad Rot, right? So she went live and basically apologized, okay? Maybe apologize about certain things that went down. She even apologized to Tesehki, but she did not take back what she said about Tesehki. She says that it did happen, but she apologized that it got public, okay? This is her Chrisean Surfer era. This is her Hannah Montana. Ooh, yeah. Okay, she's living in Malibu. She closes the door and looks back at her past and reflects on all of her wrongdoings. This is her Malibu era, okay? And I live for it. Malibu Crip Barbie, a concept.
So that's that. And then the whole sister thing. My sister always been like this though. At the end of the day, she always looked like she was a big sister, but she always hated on me. For real. Like when we was famous, when we was like when I was famous in high school, we used to go viral off of like little clips of videos and stuff.
Y'all want to hear something funny? This is why I love my subscribers because they be everywhere. I have a entertainer, and mind you, he lives near me, which I found out the other day. Um, because he's like an actor and stuff, right? He did a show with Chrisean. Now Chrisean was on this show called The Greatest Ninja Warrior or The Greatest Ninja, whatever the thing was called. And he worked with her, and he was telling me how like she was super sweet. She was super like gracious and stuff like that. And like he's so surprised at how she turned out. And she was like the kindest one on the set, all this stuff. And I don't know if he ended up winning that season or she did. One of the two did though.
Stuff like that, right? Um, she used to be very territorial over the fashion over clothes that they'd send us. She'll wear all of it. Like, she always been like this. And if I didn't really love my
Now, Chrisean, I don't know if I could believe that because you and Tesehki are not the same size. No shade. If we're gonna be honest, Tesehki has the bigger back. You have a smaller back. Let's be real.
sister, or if I ever was not, I would never bring on Crazy in Love. I would have never vouched for her on baddies when knowing we was beefing. I never put I always put my emotions aside for the bigger picture.
Someone said, "Oh, no, Emia said at one point they were." I know, I'm joking, but still, I know she had a BBL too, but still.
And it's like it never gave jealousy. It never gave none of that. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I get it, but it's like I gave you the floor, Latifah. I didn't do baddies for a lot of seasons. What did you do with it? Did you
Oh,
become something that we can't live without? I'll let.
damn. I don't know there. That's wow. She clocked her. She clocked her real hard. The beef between them is so deep. It's like people don't even understand. Like that beef goes super, super deep because the way that like Chrisean talks about her in certain ways and Tesehki talks about her in certain ways, like that beef goes deep, 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 deep. Mm-mm-mm-mm.
The people decide that. I'll let the numbers decide that. You know what I'm saying? But everyone that's kind of coming from my character and all this other stuff, I got a son. I'm somebody's mother. Um, I don't really have what I should have knowing his dad is not dead. He's out roaming free with freedom. So I just pray everyone should take that freedom, take advantage of it.
Y'all see what hanging out with Black China for a day or two will do for y'all? They shade. That's that Black China effect. That's the Angela. Who's Angela? Let me stop. Y'all remember Bad Girls Club? I'm gonna call you Angela. My name is Jaidyn. I'm sorry. Y'all gonna blame Danny for the way I'm acting tonight because that girl is off the wall and a little bit of it just rubbed off on me. Who's Angela? My name is Jaidyn.
Positive way. I should everybody should just pray for my mouth. You know what I'm saying? I've been praying for like just to be a better person, you know. Um that's why I'm quiet now, you know, like even on the baddies, like I ain't really said too much because there's nothing really to say unless you let me talk. If you don't want me to talk, then I'll let the crowd decide. To like she already told her herself, I'm not letting me talk. And then she keeps saying Queen and Mike. These are my nieces and nephews. Did you not see that scene when she kept saying, my son, talking about my son? Knowing my sister, which is Tareen, my other sister, kidnapped my baby.
Y'all keep talking about her mouth. Oh.
Some money. Like a lot of people get around me, they get the taste of what I am and want to become me or go against me or hate on me, and it's just like, go ahead, go ahead. Then it's like, okay, you're mid where? I could wear a bonnet. I could be on my worst day. Ain't nothing mid about me, son. I've been surfing. I've been working out.
That mid comment bothered Chrisean to me more than it should have. If you do not have no interest in that man and what he thinks about you, you should not care what the fuck he thinks about how you look. Chrisean is a beautiful girl. She's always been a beautiful girl. Let's not act like that's not the case. So it's like his comments should not bother you. The man has a freaking Essa sketch in his face. Let's keep it a buck. It gives Chipotle. It gives CVS receipt. It gives Miami mural. It gives Art Basel. So a nigga like that should never be able to make you feel a way about you feeling mid or calling you mid. The nigga had a lot of nerve. I literally look at his face.
I lost my depression weight. All that. I've been eating healthy. I've been with a different crowd of people. I'm not terrorizing nobody. I'm not putting the next person down. And even the people I don't understand, I'm done with that too. Like, I enjoy my time at the Lakers game in the box with genuine good folks and just have a kiki, you know? Like, I'm not trying to flex who's doing better than who. It's like, why can't we all do better together? You know?
And by the way, Blueface is like the reason why y'all been seeing him on these press tours. Blueface owes a lot of people a lot of money, allegedly. So that's why y'all be seeing him doing all these press tours, child, because that boy got to get that work in, which ain't nothing wrong with that. But it's like, that's why you shouldn't be coming on the internet trying to clown her, talking about they mid. I didn't like that. Like, I just don't like when niggas do stuff like that. Like, y'all be trying to make a woman feel like ugly or something. When you had SCX with the both of them, you look stupid. Like, you literally look stupid. You had SCX with both of them and had babies. They couldn't have been that mid.
For real. Like, and I've really been meditating on the word for real. I noticed that a lot of people strive to be discovered instead of being discipled. So that's why I held off on dropping music. I held off on everything. I pushed pause. I need a break from being discovered. I just need to be discipled. I need to just be in my word. I need to get a hold of my tongue. I need to work on myself internally. Because at the same mouth that you're blessing people, you can't curse them either. You know? Like, it's just been a journey. A good one. A good one. And I don't focus on what everybody else is doing towards me. I focus what I'm doing to myself. I'm evaluating myself, you know? And everybody that keeps having to put their chime in about me being a mom. I love my son. I love my son. That is my baby. He gonna be good. He got everything he needs. He not going without. Not a day go by without him. I don't need anything from anybody. Not even his dad. I would love the support. I would love. I would love. Hey, Sonny. I want to have a daddy and Sunday with my kids. I would easily drop them off. You know. I would love for that opportunity to be a thing, but you know, that's not shit. That shouldn't be my main concern. My main concern should be my mental health. My main concern should be my relationship with God. My main concern.
Now, earlier in this live, you guys, she did take to this same live and apologize. Okay, she apologized to Blueface and issued a public apology to him for everything that she said in regards to wanting him to be unalived. Okay.
Um, for whenever time you felt betrayed or like I wasn't there for you while you was in, I was messing with other people. Um, Prison is prison, right? So it's like a line you don't go over or cross for real. And I feel like his heart really hurt with that. When I get mad, I say things like, "You're better off either dead or in jail." You know what I'm saying? Even though I have my reasons of why I say those things because of what we go through and what we put each other through, it's still not okay to wrong is fight a wrong with another wrong. You know what I'm saying? So my apologies to Blue because one thing about it, he just want to hear a sincere apology. That's really just because you know in his head, in reality too, he did a lot of sacrifices, even when people didn't believe in me. So he feel like, you know, there's some type of thing like he want me to be so humble enough to come on here and say sorry. So my apologies for real, because I don't want that to hinder you from being in my son life when you could be a dope person. You know, um, y'all saying Blue don't need an apology. I get it, but I've been spending so much time with Christ. I've been fasting. I've been praying, and I'm really in a good space. And I just want to apologize to anybody that may have got offended by me. You know, and
I wonder if that apology is also for Big Lex. Let me stop. This isn't about her. I will say this is pretty big of her to do. I know she does these type things and then goes back to saying and doing and acting certain ways, but I do feel like this was needed because the tongue is very powerful. So with her kind of saying that all the time, she would get angry at him. I don't think that's right. So it's great that she did take accountability for that because at the end of the day, you wouldn't want your son's father to not have a father, regardless if he's in the life or not. Because eventually, Blueface, especially when the kid starts getting older, I think that's when Blueface will start trying to get this custody thing in order. I feel like he has so much going on right now financially. That's why he does not care to rectify anything with Junior. That's just how I see it. I might be wrong, but that's how I see it. I feel like he has too many legal things looming to care about a Junior custody battle. It's no shade. That's what I think.
It's not worth it. Life is too short. Um, so, you know, and I never been the female, even when he was doing wrong, I never been the female to abandon him in any situation. So, but that comes with growth. There's a lot of things that I had to do because I was growing, I was maturing, and I had to put my son and myself first. And that may come off a little selfish. That may come off cutthroat, disrespectful. But that's what I had to do. You know, I don't regret doing what I had to do for my son and me. I don't regret any of that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe, I could have did it with more communication and more love on top of it and more like as a grown woman. Because when I did used to do things, when things was uncomfortable, I flee the scene. No ifs, ands, or buts, no anything. But I've been locked up before. You know what I'm saying? But um, what else? What else I wanted to say? Uh, I pray for Carlissa. I pray for Kylie. I pray for what's his name, Dre. Happy to see him home. I like how he's off the internet. I mean, he got his mind back. He got the right. I pray that God restore his family. Whatever. You know, we all contribute to.
Child, do not remember this video being that long. I didn't. Oh my god. Ah! Fuck. I uploaded the wrong version. I'm so pissed. No wonder it took so long to download. I'm so annoyed. By the way, shout out to my assistants. I love you, Ree, and I love you, Schmitty. Okay, damn it. I did that one and it was fucked up. Oh well. All right. Now she did take to apologize to Tesehki about the whole situation, you guys.
Media thing, it became a network thing, and it was exploited in the most negative way. So that's my apologies on that part. But at the same time, it's my truth is my truth. You was only my sister to cater to the fact that I might tell my truth one day. It was never genuine. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. It became a social media thing. It became a network thing, and it was exploited in the most negative way. So that's my apologies on that part. But at the same time, my truth is my truth.
I have always believed Chrisean from the beginning. For y'all that's been watching me, I was one of the first, not one of the first, but I was one of the few people that started talking about this before it even hit the Zeus network. A little bit before that, especially when Tesehki got on there, and then things were being said online, but it never made the network. I have always believed her. Her story has stayed mostly the same. Now, a lot of people have said that she took the story from the nephew and made it her own. The reason why I don't believe that is because it's such an embarrassing thing that people could throw in your face that I don't think she'll want something out there about herself when it's so like embarrassing, and not embarrassing in a way where it's like it is shameful, but in a way to where it's so much trauma that's added onto all the other shit that she has going on that I don't think she would want to put that on herself publicly at that. So that's why I believe her, amongst other things. But it's not the video for that.
In the first place, it's easy to get sucked back in. But it's like, for example, when it's one demon, right, that can't get a hold of you, what comes after that? 10 more. You know what I'm saying? So it's even harder to get like once you get delivered for something or you do change, it's not about that thing that happens when you first want to change. It's the consistency part. It's the hard part. The things that you have to work out. But Yeah, I just wanted to get on and say that here too. And oh, y'all was talking about three. I truly love three.
So three, you guys, is the blood. Okay, it's the dude that Chrisean was dating, the young guy that everybody plastered all over the blog that he was like 20 or 19 years old. I think he was 20, you guys. But they recently had a bad falling out to the point where she threatened him allegedly and said that she was gonna get Blueface on him, which got him very mad, and he started banging a set. So that's who she refers to when she says three.
Because he was a great person towards me. It was short and sweet. Um, you know how like he's in the middle of growing, I'm in the middle of growing. He's in the middle of reestablishing himself as a man or whatever. Me too. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just in healthy spaces with everybody that was connected to me, is connected to me. Um, One thing I could say, he never bash talked me. I mean, he saw those messages and he thought that was me, but he cleared it up and said it wasn't, and then, you know. But he never said anything about my kid. Um, Not like that. But him and his mama was there for my son. Some things I never really experienced, for real, messing with a man. So, you know, that's a good kid. That's a good person. Um, Marsh, we have growing pains. Um, we went through a lot together. We've been
No
through a lot
shade.
together.
Krishan doesn't deserve a friend like Marsh. If somebody's get is able to get beat up like a Decepticon, sometimes watch your children and still stick around. You don't deserve her. It's no shade. Marsh is too good of a friend, in my opinion. That bitch is loyal to a fault. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. And she never exactly. She barely speaks up. That's the gag of it all. Like she don't be going to blogs, she don't be going to podcasts and talking all that. She don't do Nathaniel. I don't think Krishan Rock deserves her. Just how I feel at all.
Uh, Things are called boundaries. You know what I'm saying? So that's that family boundaries, prayer. You know, I'm not really into bashing anybody name right now. Anybody that you think that I fell out with, I'm still in contact with because I love them and they love me. You know, um, how me and got tough with Marsh on the camera, but didn't check with Marsh. But check Summer. Not because I can feel Marsh on my back. It's some things you couldn't see or feel because it's either clip or the camera wasn't on it. But I seen Marsh about to defend herself or get out of body because someone is telling her get out of body, and I'm like, that's not what you came here for. Like at the end of the day, Marsh didn't even get paid yet to even like get out of body for anybody, and I wouldn't even want her in that state of mind in the first place. So if anything, I was making sure because look, if Marsh get out of body, that trickles down to me get out of body. You know what I'm saying? She's my friend. I love her to death. So that was that.
No, y'all need to stop in the comments talking about she got beat on for free. No, she's saying that she didn't sign her contract, I think, officially then to where she got her coin. I think when she fights Tesehki, she had already made sure she got paid. I would hope. Because if not, that is another level of diabolical. Another level. I was about to say Marsh need to stay. Oh yeah. I still think she needs to stay far away from them, but that's another video.
We can see the love you give your son that can't be staged. No, I have real love. That's why, um, not like that, but as much as Blueface keeps saying all these things about me, um,
BRB
I'm gonna be a
guys.
bigger person. I'm gonna apologize. So, okay, this is for Blueface. I'm sorry for whenever time you felt betrayed or like I wasn't there for you while you was in jail, even though we wasn't seeing eye to eye, even though you was messing with other people and I was messing with other people. Um, Prison is prison, right? So it's like a line you don't go over or cross for real. And I feel like his heart really hurt with that. When I get mad, I say things like, "You're better off even dead or in jail." You know what I'm saying? Even though I have my reasons of why I say those things because of what we go through and what we put each other through, it's still not okay to wrong is fight a wrong with another wrong. You know what I'm saying? So my apologies.
All right, we watched this part already, y'all. So let's head over. And by the way, I do feel like this is really grown of Chrisean to do, to apologize, but I feel like we've seen this a little bit before. So we'll see. I feel like it'll take one little thing to kind of tick her off and have her go back then. But hey, we're all human and we all regress. So to hold her accountable and not ourselves would be hypocritical, okay? Especially with a BD like Blueface, who wouldn't crash out every now and then? I mean, damn. Okay. I still don't think what Blueface be saying online sometimes be okay. Like waking up one day and just calling the mothers of your children like okay looking, that was unnecessary. But Blueface knows how to work the internet. He knew the moment that he said those words, he would be posted on every blog, which would get picked up on every social media platform in which it actually did. So he knew what he was doing when he did that. Just saying. Now, let's go South Central Baddies.
Spilling all the tea on the famous. Lights, camera, action getting dangerous.